Hello and welcome to the Research Insights. This is brought to you by SAYWHAT with support from the Norwegian Students and Academics International Assistance Fund, as well as the Swedish Embassy in Zimbabwe. This is where we're taking a look into the journeys of the selected students that were part of the research program. And I am joined here by one of them. I am your host, Nicole. I'll ask you to introduce yourself, ma'am. Welcome.
How are you?
I am fine. How are you?
Fine.
What's your name, as well as your institution, and what level you're in?
My name is Lindani Mushanduri. I am from Women's University in Africa. I'm actually in my part final and final semester this year.
Okay, almost done.
I'm almost done.
Almost done.
Yes.
Well, so what was your topic of research?
I was researching on drugs among youths at Women's University in Africa.
At Women's University?
Yes.
Okay, so what were the methods that you used to conduct this research?
I actually used phenomenology, research study, where I was trying to understand my participants from their own point of view on when it comes to issues to do with drugs, because I was looking at the students at Women's University. So I used I did my research with about 20 participants from Women's University, and somewhere along the lines I did have help like taking from those students who reside at Mavuko.
Oh, okay.
But it's near my school.
Also, it was in the same community?
Yes, at the same community.
Okay, so were there any challenges getting the information from these students?
Yes, there were challenges because not everyone was comfortable talking about drugs, you know, and they didn't want to be labeled as, you know, adults users by members of the community, because when I do the study, people will know that this person is a user of drugs abuse. So they didn't want to be labeled as users and whatnot. Some of the people who actually use drugs have this, they portrayed themselves as, you know, the good child and whatnot.
Okay.
So they didn't want to be associated with something which is more like a taboo in the community, or which may maybe stigmatize you from your fellow students. So yeah, it was hard having people to open up or to even talk about drugs. So it was difficult. So
how did your senior academic teachers or tutors help you with this?
They did help me, because they encouraged me to, you know what, just try to find ways where you can, like, you know, make them open up. I still remember that Professor Matunu actually was like, you know what, don't give up. Sometimes during research, these are some of the challenges that you're going to face. But what you need to do is just keep on trying, and eventually you'll find some of the participants who actually want to talk about their experience, who actually want to talk about drug abuse, and also want to find ways to, you know, navigate and have solutions.
Okay, so what were the recommendations that came at the end of your research paper?
Some of the recommendations that came that there was need to, in the curriculum, like education curriculum, there's need to involve things that do talk about drugs, so that people from at a younger age, they actually, like, you know, get taught. And then at the same time, there were people who actually were saying, you know what, we all know what is drug abuse, what is drugs, what are drug abuse, and we all understand the whole concept, and we all know the dangers that are associated with drugs. But what we need to do is to take action, you know, to end the drug abuse. Let's not just, like, you know, talk about drugs this, drugs that, but we need to now have more campaigns which try to help youths who are using drugs. So let it not be just a topic that you talk about, but let people, or let those organizations that actually want to help about drugs come into play, come up with ways to help youth to cope Or you can do maybe a campaign where youths are being helped with maybe activities that keep them busy so that they won't,
Okay, so don't come to us with this is drugs, don't do drugs, but also come with, okay, play basketball.
Yeah,
here are the basketballs.
Exactly.
Here is the hoop.
Exactly.
Okay,
so it was more like, you know what, we all know, even if I don't the one you need, like they know what is drugs, they understand the whole concept. But we want you guys to, because some of the people don't know the process of, getting sober, of getting help. So they are saying, tell us the process. Tell us where we can actually go and get the services for us to be sober. So after we are sober, help us to stay sober. So it's not, they don't want it to be a thing that you just talk about, but they want you to put in the work, because we know what is drugs. So help us put in the work, help us to,
get to where we want to stay sober.
Because they were saying we want to be sober. But sometimes our situations, what we're going through is making us so,
I see that you made quite a connection with all these people.
Yeah, it was more like something personal. And so I was able, I really understood where they're coming from, and I really enjoyed this. It was interesting.
Okay, people are enjoying to have conversations about deep issues, but also have a piece of paper with their name on it. How do you feel about that? I absolutely love this. Well, this was us from the Research Insights. We're saying have fun with your research as you have conversations and communication about these deep-rooted issues in our society. I was your host and still will always be your host. .co.Nicole.